And I'm live. Welcome to a solo episode by me. I'm Rebbetzin Bat-Chen Grossman, and I am so excited to welcome you here to the Connected for Real podcast. So let's just make sure you all know who I am in case you're new to the podcast. I am a marriage coach for women in business. I love the intersection where marriage and business meet, and they start to pull you in two different directions, and you want to find balance and you're not sure which one should go first, and really this is your priority, but this is pulling you and you're feeling called to do it, and what are you going to do? That's where I come in. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. This fascinates me to no end, and I got into it because I was in business and I wanted to improve my marriage even more beyond how good it was already. And that's one of the things that I always talk about is when you think, oh, my marriage is fine. My marriage is perfect. I don't need any help. It's like, no, you don't even know how much better it could get until you go and do it, right? It's amazing, amazing. You can totally up-level your entire life when you get your husband on board and when you start to really show up and shine and light up and serve God in a bigger way. So today I want to talk to you about my new 5-day challenge. It's called Overwhelmed to Overjoyed. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing. There is the transformation right there. I want to get you out of overwhelm. I want you to be able to free yourself from the shackles of having to feel like there's just too much flying around you. There's too many balls in the air. There's too much going on, and I am feeling pulled in all the different directions, so I can't do X, Y, and Z. So I just can't give another minute to whatever, right? That is exhausting. It's draining, and it's not really serving you, even though your brain thinks it is, right? So it's a 5-day challenge. I'm super excited. Of course, the result is that you're overjoyed and you actually get to do things that make you come alive and prioritize more confidently so that you can really have all the things that are important to you in your life and let go of the things that may be important to other people, or you think you're expected to do, or you should do, or could do. Okay, so we're going to talk all about that. The way I structured the challenge is special for people with overwhelm. So listen to this, because I have found that having 5-day challenges where you actually have to put it in your calendar and show up for a whole hour a day is exhausting, and not everybody is going to catch up all the days, and everything is just going to sort of fall between the cracks, and then you're going to feel bad about yourself, be like, you see, I'm so overwhelmed, I can't even do a course on overwhelm. So I structured it in a way that will take no more than 10 minutes a day. And basically, when you sign up, by the way, this is all free, the free 5-day challenge, okay? When you sign up, you will get an email telling you, welcome, here's the WhatsApp group if you want to join for extra accountability. You don't have to, but I'm doing it here for you so that people who like community can join and share. But anyway, you're going to get an email every day, first thing in the morning, and it's going to give you the exact steps to take today. Every single day is one step closer to unraveling overwhelm, to getting out of that mess, right? Those emails should take you less than 5 to 10 minutes to go through and take the action it says to take. It's not complicated. It's extremely simple. And because I am that type, and I know some people are like me too, I learn best when I see people talk to me or when I hear people talk to me. I don't learn as well when it's just written. And that's, by the way, why even if I get the book, I always like to meet the person or watch their courses or, have a meeting or whatever, because I feel more connected to the topic. I feel more connected to the content. And then I'm able to do the thing I need to do. I love learning in this way. And so I am actually recording every single day's email in a video for you to have. And you'll be able to click here if you are like me and like to watch or listen. And you're just going to open it. It's going to open up in your YouTube, and you're going to be able to get a walkthrough of the email. Now, what's cool is that most of the days have some sort of meditative type of experience. And when you're just reading it, it's great. You could follow along and do it on your own. But when you're listening to it, it could be really fun to actually get into a meditative state. So I think that's going to be really fun for some of you who like to take that extra step of learning something visually or audially. Is that a word? The reason why I'm excited about it is that, again, the videos are between 5 and 10 minutes long. The idea here is that you should not feel overwhelmed with the challenge. Now, I know a bunch of you are thinking, oh, but I want more of you, but I don't want it to just be 10 minutes. And I get that. And I also love connecting with you. And so I had to add some sort of live optional aspect to it. And I decided to do a Q&A for half an hour every day. So I'm only going to be on Zoom for half an hour between 1 and 1:30 Israel time, which is 6 a.m. to 6:30 Eastern time, which is 11 to 11:30 UK time. Okay, so you got it. Wherever you are in the world, you should be able to show up. And I don't know exact Australian time, but I think that 1 p.m. Israel time is really good for you. It's sometime in the evening. Okay, so if you're in Australia and you're thinking, I can never go to anything she does, here is an opportunity for you to join the challenge and to actually come to the lives and meet me and be able to ask me any questions. So in these Q&As, I'm going to be taking questions from anyone who shows up to the live, and specifically about that day's challenge. Okay, so I'm super excited about it because I have so much to say and so much to add, but I don't want to overwhelm. And so if somebody feels like they do want to go deeper, or they are having a hard time with that day's challenge, just show up, get some help, move on. It's going to be good. The next thing is that on day 5, we're having a full live hour. Okay. I was going to say like a webinar, but it's not really a webinar because I'm not making it a webinar, but it's, it's a full experience. It's celebrating that we've finished the 5 days. It's celebrating that my doors open to working with me one-on-one. And I'm going to tell you all about the bonuses that are happening thanks to the fact that I am due and going to, please God, have a baby soon after that. So just so you know, those who are signing up now during the challenge or before the challenge are already meeting with me before I have the baby. Those who are going to be signing up last minute when door closes on March 28th, then they're probably not going to get one-on-one time with me until after I come back from maternity leave. But what they will get is extra time with all of my curriculum. And by the way, one of the people who just signed up did not even have a meeting yet and already wrote to me that she's seeing so much shift in her life already, just with the trainings, just with the sessions, just with what I have recorded in the past. So I think that's awesome. So look out for that. If you are interested in more information about the challenge, go to connectedforreal.com/challenge. And people ask me, is it with a number 4? No, it's not. It's just all letters. Okay. So it's connectedforreal.com/challenge. Now, if you are interested in working with me and you want to just jump right into a discovery call, go ahead and type connectedforreal.com/coaching. And you'll get to the page where it says all about the coaching. It doesn't give you any information about the bonuses for me having a baby. So make sure we talk about that on the call. And you can schedule a discovery call right there. There's a button that says schedule a deep dive discovery call. And in that call, which by the way is so valuable, you're going to spill it all out, tell me everything so I can see all the puzzle pieces and collect all the information I need. Then with everything that you tell me, I'm going to craft a roadmap of the basic 3 things that we have to tackle. And you're going to tell me if it sounds good, because I want to make sure that I'm on the right track. Usually I love it that I end up having this intuition. Sometimes I say something and the person's like, I didn't tell you that. How did you know that? I have no idea. I'm sorry. But I do have, a sense for doing these deep dive discovery calls and really leaning into the active listening and the attentiveness that it takes to find what it is that you need in order to get through to the next level. Okay, so we talked about the challenge. The 5-day challenge is called Overwhelmed to Overjoyed. It is perfect timing for Purim, for Adar, for being happy. We want to get rid of overwhelm, especially before Pesach. May I say the P word? Oh, yeah. Pesach is coming, and I feel like now is the best time to start, because if you can start to unravel all of that mess before it gets too close, then by the time Pesach comes, you're going to really be overjoyed. That is the beauty of the freedom, right? When you invest and you actually give it your all, and then you get to the day when it's usually the worst, and you're like, and it's like, oh, I got to take a nap. Ooh, what's going on here, right? And it sometimes surprises you how joyful the holiday could be when you become intentional. So that is the reason why I'm doing it now, specifically in this season. And I want to also tell you about the coaching. I think that now specifically is the best time to join. First of all, because you end up getting 6 months instead of 3 months, which is mind-blowing for the same price. Second of all, is there's just so much going on during this season of life that when you have something that's stable and that you go to and that grounds you, you're going to start becoming the person that you want to become, just under the ground, right? Like it sort of starts to seep in and it starts to show up and it starts to change you from within. And it's pretty incredible what can happen. And, we think that, oh, I can't, this is not the right time. This is, by the way, if you guys want to know behind the scenes, I am due in 6 weeks and I'm closing cart a week before my due date, actually like a couple of days before my due date. So I'm just like, why am I doing this now? How am I doing this now? And I realized that God is calling me to do it now because right now is the best time. Right now, when I think, oh, I just want to rest and be like a beached whale and not move and sort of just like roll over from side to side and be heavy and uncomfortable. So specifically now is when I need to be busy and when I need to show up and when I need to feel like people need me, because it fills me up and it makes me come alive. And this is the best time for me to be doing this. So it makes me very excited to be doing this challenge, as crazy as it sounds. And I'm excited about you getting the opportunity to be with me for a full 5 days for free. So make sure you sign up, connectedforreal.com/challenge. It's free. You can invite your friends, make sure everybody joins with you, and let's do it. Let's get the show on the road. Thank you for listening, and thank you for signing up. I can't wait to see you on the other side of it. And don't forget to be connected for real.